Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 7th, 2024 new moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so very much for doing so. Now, a little bit of housekeeping before we dive straight into the reading. If you are interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It has all been updated per Spirit's insistent, chatter to me. So it has all been updated the way Spirit wants it to be, and I hope you guys are going to be very pleased with it. Actually, I very much think you are. So check that out if you want to. If you don't want to, don't. The link to daneharttarot.com is in the description box below. So let's see here, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading. No? Okay. And show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Fantastic. Okay. So we are crowned here with the Eight of Wands reversed, which is par for the course. You know, we are in Taurus time period. We are in a Taurus new moon. This is great for manifestation, but Taurus energy does not like to be rushed. If you know Tauruses, if you have any Tauruses in your life, Taurians in your life, if you have Taurian in your chart, Taurus energy in your chart, you do not like to be rushed in that area of your life. It's like, I will get there, and you will know when I have gotten there. So just be aware of this, because the Eight of Wands reverse, the Eight of Wands is like speed, 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 going, going, going. The Eight of Wands reverse is everything is so much slower. It can be driving us up the wall, Virgo. We're much more comfortable with earth sign energy than others are, because we're earth sign energy and Taurus energy is earth sign energy. So we're like, okay, I got this. But our Mercury energy comes out because we're born under Mercury. We're ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is like Speedy Gonzalez. I just have to keep moving, moving, moving. So slow it down, step into yourself. And that will also help you step into your voice. So that's going to be really important. But you have this need for speed, and Spirit's like, slow it down. And Spirit will force you to slow down. With the not the Eight of Wands, the Six of Wands, this is celebration. This is success. This is holding your head up high. This is being led forward by Spirit. So this is really, really beautiful energy coming forward. It moves us then to the Lovers, the repeat of the number 6. 6 is the most nurturing of all the numbers. So connecting with that nurturing, connecting with that stability, with that sense of I've come home, that is going to be a very brilliant thing as well. So embracing love, a strong connection with Gemini energy time frame of May 21st to June 20th. It's right around the corner, right? Gemini time period comes right after Taurus time period, a Taurus new moon. Now, we usually think that a new moon brings us, like, we set our intentions in the new moon, and then 15 days later in the full moon, our intentions, come forward, right? What we have set our mind to comes forward. But that's not how it works. If you dive deeper into astrology, it's you set your intentions by the new moon, by the new moon in Taurus, by the full moon in Taurus, which is going to be in November 15th, where I am, wherever you are in the world, check that out. By then, your intentions will have gained momentum, will have gained a power and a voice within your life, which you can sit there and say, well, it's 6 months, duh, Dane. But it's not necessarily the case. The intentions you set, what you're focusing your energy on, whether for good or for bad, right? We can set an intention to frustration, anger, disappointment, heartbreak, pain, or we can set an intention to joy and love and success and holding our head up high and embracing what we desire, which is what we have here. So that's brilliant. But write down in a journal, and I'm thinking of making a journal. Tell me if you're interested for a moon journal. And with like Taurus, the new moon and the full moon 6 months later. So tell me what you think of that, because I think that's going to be rather fun. But here, set your intention, and then in 6 months, see how you've built towards those goals. Have you built towards the success that you wanted to see? Has it taken on a different life, different twists and turns? But has the essence of that goal been heard and appeared to? It brings us then to strength. This is very strong Leo energy coming through, a time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. We we are going to see our strength come forward in the most unlikely of ways. And it's very interesting. We have 2 6s. Now we have 2 8s. 8 is a very, very stubborn number. It's a number of getting things done. You want 8 on your side, right? Most definitely. And in numerology, if your numerology is 8, you're very good at getting things done, hardworking, diligent, very logical, very practical. But sometimes we can be too logical and too practical. Just like with the 6, it's like the opposite almost at times, right? 6 is nurturing and caring and supportive, but you can be sometimes too nurturing, too caring, too supportive. So here there's going to be a bit of a battle with, do I nurture or do I give tough love, type of thing. So just be aware of that. And with strength here, we are going to find strength in the most unlikely of places. This strength isn't bodybuilding strength. It is that strength that we see in people who have endured when most of us would have crumbled. It's strength that you see in people who have learned how to live after going through immense sorrows and heartbreaks and knowing that life isn't fair. We are going to find allies who we never would have thought of. We never would have thought, oh, I'd be on this path or I'd be walking this way. It brings us to the 5 of Pentacles. So as much as we have this power and prosperity within us, the 5 of Pentacles is a poverty mentality. It's feeling like I don't get to have nice things. I don't get to be prosperous. The upside of a Taurus energy is luxury, right? We love luxurious things. But the flip side of a Taurus energy is be mindful of money, right? Earth sign energy can always be mindful of money and always need to be mindful of money. And Virgo, since we ourselves are an earth sign energy, we can very much, fall into this sense of, when I have this amount of money, I'll be happy. When I have this amount of prosperity, this amount of luxury, why not choose happiness? Which sounds like such a simple thing to do. Like, oh, just choose happiness, right? It sounds like a poster your guidance counselor would have on their wall, but it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to say, I am breaking the chains of poverty mentality, right? I am breaking the chains of I don't get to have this, or negative words that were spoken into me that took root in my heart and my soul, or the setbacks that I have been through time and time again. It's hard. And so here with the 5 of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, it's hard. But now it's time to see the place of prosperity. It's time to see that there's space and place and power within you. And it moves us to Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy, time frame of November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius energy is ruled by Jupiter. Whatever Sagittarius touches, it amplifies, right? Whatever Jupiter touches, it amplifies for better or for worse. So again, this time period, very, very good for us, but we do have this poverty mentality that comes through that says, hey, listen, be afraid. Remember how things fell apart once upon a time? They can fall apart again. So be mindful of this. It moves us to the Empress. We're setting our intentions. We're finding our balance. We're finding our harmony. And the Empress is strength. It's sacred feminine energy. It is power. It is distinction. Oh my gosh. The Lovers is Gemini energy. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So we have very strong Mercury energy coming forward, which is so funny because when I was meditating and shuffling the cards, Spirit was like, Mercury is important. And I was like, yeah, because it rules Virgo. I get it. And now Mercury is important because it comes through so powerfully here. It comes through twice with the Empress. The Empress is also nurturing, right? But the Empress is strength. The Empress is strength and power. It is that conglomeration or combining of sacred masculine energy and sacred feminine energy. All right. An Empress is strong and powerful, but an Empress is also caring and nurturing. And there is going to be a way that we move forward during this time, which is we're finding our strength, we're finding our place in rules that we would think had to be one way or another, had to be all this or all that. And we're going to see a blending of the two, a blending of our personality, a blending of what we desire in our life, a blending of what we want. Because why? Because we're embracing the luxury of us. And that's what Taurus energy does. Now, Taurus energy can also be very indulgent. It can be very indulgent. We can find that we go for the richer foods. We go for the more expensive items. We go for the luxury of existence. So just be mindful about that as well. With the 5 of Pentacles, we can kind of be also spending above our means, which we're saying, oh, treat myself type of thing. But then also in the back of our mind, we're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. So don't keep up with anybody. Embrace your joy, your prosperity, what you want in your life. It moves us then to our, this is the wrong card. It moves us then to our Spirit message. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a flower in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on Sunday. It's always Sunday. Why I pause, I don't know. So, yeah, good luck to everyone. And the winner will be announced via video. So, hit the bell notification because those videos are always uploaded randomly. So, let's see here. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Let yourself breathe. Let yourself connect with your breath. It would be fantastic to do Qigong, Tai Chi, a very slow, energy working kind of movement that has us connecting with our breath. So often also when we're rushing, when we're going after things, we hold our breath. We don't breathe. We don't breathe the way that we should, that grounds us and stabilizes us. And it's not the inhale that calms the body, it's the exhale. So just being aware of that's important. Let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is flexibility. This is the sacral chakra. So knowing that during this time, we are flexible. We are looking at things in different ways. So with flexibility, there is also a sense of awakening. There's a sense of insight. There's a sense of passion moving us forward. So that is going to be very important here as well. The sacral chakra is our sensual energy. It is our creative energy. So during this time, we have a lot of creative juices. We have a lot of connective energy coming forward, life energy coming forward. It moves us to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Tower. It's always good to be mindful of the Tower. I mean, seriously. The Tower is profound change. That's what the Tower is. And a lot of times people get scared when they see the Tower. It's like, oh, everything is falling apart. No. We could have been through a time when everything fell apart, where we were tested in ways that we didn't think we were going to be, where the cozy life that we had or we wanted or we thought we would have was shattered in one way or another. This is when spirit pushes us outside of our comfort zone, pushes us out of what we thought we were capable of to show us what we truly are capable of. And it is intense and it can be traumatic. It doesn't have to be traumatic though. A Tower time period can be getting married and then being like, oh my gosh, I have to make this work, right? It can be having kids and it's like, oh my gosh, I have to raise this. Like, what the heck is going on here? You know, it's when our life changes and everybody can be congratulating us. It's moving house and being like, oh my gosh, it's, you know, getting a new job and being like, oh my gosh. A Tower time can be a time where everybody congratulates you, when everybody's like, oh my gosh, you did it, yay. And we're overwhelmed by it. So just be mindful about this. Be mindful of your world being shaken up and maybe not even being able to articulate how your world has been shaken up or why your world is shaken up, but just knowing that it is. With the Eight of Wands, reverse, things are going to move slow. It's going to be slow go. And that is going to be a time where it's like, okay, embrace, slow down. But we are going to want to move fast during this time. We just are going to be so impatient. And Spirit is making everybody slow down. This is a time of great awakening. But everybody's so sensitive. It's like everybody's a peach, right? They bruise so easily. And we can be very frustrated, but we ourselves are going to be like peaches. So just be aware of this. With these Six of Wands, celebrate yourself. Hold your head up high. Don't apologize. You know, it's not never apologize, but don't sit there and be like, I'm sorry for my existence. You know, embrace what you love, embrace who you are. Praise yourself when you do a good job. And here with the Lovers, it's falling into love with life. It's falling into love with what we do. It's not lust. It's not lusting after and being a greedy guest, right? It's falling in love with, and it's cherishing, and it's seeing what's sacredly important, and it's having a mind shift. And as that mind shift opens, the strength card comes forward, and it is like, I'm stronger than I imagined I could be. But then again, that is because we have been through Tower times. I always think of my great grandma and my grandma and my mom when I think of strength. None of which you look at and think, wow, you know, the most burly, you know, strong people in the whole entire world. No, my great grandmother was 90, was in her 90s when I knew her. And she was so strong, but she had been through Tower time after Tower time after Tower time. It forged her and shaped her. Life isn't about not falling apart. It is about what we do after we have fallen apart, after things have gone wrong. And that is that is what a tower time is, but that is what this Taurus time is about. This Taurus new moon is about manifesting and seeing and saying, the veil has been shattered, right? I have seen behind the facade that people want me to see. And I'm afraid of not being prosperous. I'm afraid of things falling apart. This is money or what we value as much as money. I'm afraid of it not happening. And so setting our intention, going deeper within ourselves, saying, this is what I want from my life and finding our balance, that is important. We may never be on a red carpet. We may never have hordes of people shouting our name, which I think is actually healthier. But we can see our goals and we can see our dreams and we can find the thread of what we desire and have it pulled forward in our lives. It might be in a different way than we thought it was because we had a limited vocabulary when our dreams were being formed based on, how we were raised and what we were able to, consume and take in when we were younger. We're finding balance. We're finding harmony. You have so many major arcana cards here, right? We have 4, and then we have 3 minor arcana cards. We have 5 if we count the one to be mindful of. This is a big time for you. This is a big moon for you. And Virgo, it is intense and it is powerful. And it's stepping into healing. It's stepping into what you love and desire. It's moving forward in a way that has you seen, that has you understanding yourself, that has you looking at yourself in a different way and saying, yes, I can, instead of, oh, no, I can't. The Empress is the creative energy within us, but it is the power to ascend. It is the power to bring forward nations. And that is what we're doing. We're bringing forward the power within ourselves to change our world, to embrace what we desire, to embrace the sacred feminine in a way that we would think, oh no, that's weakness. It's not weakness. We tend to think feminine things are weaker things. They're not weaker things. They're beautiful things. They're just different. Our world honors what it can easily see and easily put its finger on. It's like, oh, that's strength, big muscles, ooh, that's prosperity, a mansion. We don't look behind the curtain of things. We don't see if it's gold. If it looks like gold, it must be gold. We don't ever see, oh, it's just gilded. So just be aware of this during this time, Virgo. Our subconscious spirit message is evolve. Yeah, that's exactly it. This is a time where everybody's evolving, but we're all fighting it. So do be mindful about this during this time because we're going to get frustrated. People aren't understanding me, aren't moving in the direction with me, but I'm not moving in the natural direction of myself. We can point it out with others. It's so much harder to see when it's us. It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is life purpose. And this is reversed again. So there's a blockage in our throat chakra. There's a blockage in embracing our voice, right? Our life purpose is to embrace our voice, is to ascend into the power of ourselves and to see us. I would highly recommend chanting, singing, humming, everything to activate the throat chakra, which also activates the thyroid. So being aware of this during this time is going to be really important. But also saying, I don't know my life purpose right now, or I've lost sight of it, for one reason or another. And then it's coming back into alignment with it. That's going to be so beautiful. And that is so beautiful for us. It moves us to our energy to be mindful of, and it's the Princess of Swords. Here it's the throat chakra, right? It's our voice. The swords represent air, represent our voice, represent the needing for breathing, which is human, yes, but focusing on the breath. And the Princess of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It can be an immature voice. It can be wanting to have a hissy fit, which is very common for this moon. A lot of people, a lot of signs, they want to have a good hissy fit, like a small child. But it can also be the twisting of the words. It can also be having very negative self-talk that we have had since we were little and not seeing how harmful it is to us. We're thinking, oh, well, I'm making myself stronger, right? I'm being harsh on myself, and that's how I make myself succeed and achieve. No, it's how I stop myself from moving forward. It's how I clip my wings before I've even known that I could fly. It brings us then to the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups reversed is, I'm not focusing on my dreams. I've locked my dreams somewhere nice and safe so the world's fingerprints can't be on them, which is a good idea at times, right? The world tends to take our dreams and mold it into something different than what we have had in our head. And that's okay. That's what life is supposed to do. But it's hard to realize this. It's hard to understand this. And so with the 7 of Cups, there is there's a need to connect with your dreams, but all of your dreams, right? It's not only saying I have to be this perfect little way. It's connecting with our love. It's connecting with our prosperity, with wealth and success, and outwardly being seen as successful. It's our peace, but it's also our sneakiness and our shedding away of skins and becoming and rebirthing into a new person. It's our fierceness, our determination, and it's also seeking out victory and seeing ourselves and saying, there is so much more to me than meets the eye. And there is so much more to the power of my dreams than even I know. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Virgo, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.